right. Hey there, YouTube, Instagram, social world. It's Antonio. I'm here with my friend Jake, and I've been wanting to throw something together for a while. So we're going to give this another shot and see if we can make something sweet happen. So, welcome to episode one, season one, whatever you want to call it, take one of The Rundown. Bum, bum, bum. Super catchy, right? All right, hopefully it takes off and we become YouTube sensations and we can tour the world on a cruise ship. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit today about running, realistic stuff, shoes, and Jake and what got him into running. And if you want to listen along, awesome. If not, hey, turn it off. I don't care. I'm having fun anyways. So let's dive into a little bit about Jake. So Jake, tell us about yourself and what got you into running.
As you heard, I'm Jake. I got into running. I was a mountain biker before. Before I had kids, I was a mountain biker, so I had a lot more time on my hands. So to get some cardio in, I thought instead of spending 3, 4, 5 hours mountain biking, I could just leave from my front door and start running. So I started doing 2, 3, 4 miles at a time, and then I just enjoyed it so much. Well, I had kids, so then I had to start doing that, and then I started to enjoy it more and met some more people that enjoyed running, like Antonio, and now I just run all the time with them. Yeah.
The problem is that Jake didn't tell you is that he was doing 3 to 5 hour bike rides and now he's signing up for 8-hour ultras.
Yes.
So
It's funny how that changes, right?
It's weird how he wanted to save time, but now indirectly he's using more time. So that's awesome, man. It's funny how everybody's kind of got their own version of how they got to become a runner, walker, exercise enthusiast. But we can all relate somehow. So that's cool. I know that you have some big goals.
Yep.
One, you've already checked off your box this year was running an ultra.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my main goal last year was to run a marathon, and I did that in October. Did pretty good at it, but I saw a bunch of the people that I run with, like Antonio. They ran Bear Lake Marathon or Bear Lake Ultra, and I went out and paced them, and I thought that was a really cool race. I thought it was a good environment. Little less stress than I think a marathon for me at the time was because it's a trail race. You can walk up some hills. It's a little easier to go. I know it's harder. I get it.
I think it's super cool and chill and relax and no pressure.
But so I did the marathon, and then I had plans to do Bear Lake Ultra in October, and then I won a free entry to 8 Hours of Ode in January through Complete Runner.
Shout out to Tad if you're watching. Probably not. We haven't made it big enough yet. But when we do, Tad, you get free publicity here all the time.
So yeah, I entered that race, and I had good support with Shane, Amanda, Sarah, Erica, Antonio, obviously, and Mark were there. So everyone kind of encouraged me.
Can't forget about Mark.
Can't forget about Mark. Everyone encouraged me to try it out. It was really cold. I think it was high was like 5 degrees.
Started with -9, I think.
Okay.
So,
I must have blanked that out of my my memory. And then by it was every hour on the hour you had to run 4.16 miles. The first couple laps went pretty good. By lap 5, I wanted basically to die. I did not want to keep going. But I ate an Uncrustable and had some Coke, and I kept going, and I ended up winning.
Yeah, well, subtle brag, and just a little win.
It was my first ultra. I won it, so
it was the Uncrustable and the Coke, and
I think it was also that there weren't that many people that came out to do a run at -9 starting.
Had nothing to do with the fact that Shane was wearing a cow costume with udders and look ridiculous, which I'm hoping that I can somehow Photoshop a picture of Shane in here so that we can,
Here.
Shane with his udders. Shane, if you're watching, I apologize. Anyway, no one's watching. I don't know why I keep saying it. But so fast forward to now, what's going on now with you? What are we training for? What are we getting excited about?
Well, now I did that. That was just, like I said, on a whim. I won an entry, so I figured I'd go out and do it. But my main goal for the first part of the year is Bayshore Marathon in May. I want to run sub 3:30. My first marathon was 3:52, so I wanted to take some time off of that and set a kind of a stretch goal, I think, for myself in that. And then after that, there's 24 or Ode to Laz in July, which is another backyard style ultra marathon. So that'll be the next goal after the faster marathon.
Which I give everybody a tremendous amount of credit that signs up for backyard ultras, because that takes a whole nother level of mental insanity to try to pace yourself to go as long as you can.
Yeah, 8 hours is hard enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 24 is going to be, or anything more than 8 is going to be tough.
Do you have any like embarrassing faux pas that happened either at your marathon or at Ode?
I think I went to the bathroom like 4 times in the first 10 miles of the marathon, which and then I didn't go to the bathroom at all for the rest of the run. So I was like saturated and then dehydrated very quickly. But nothing really stands out for the marathon. For the out in the snow, I don't know. You were there. I think the lap 5 when I kept saying I don't think I should be doing this. That was about it. I don't know.
It was cold. I don't even know. Like I was just in this
that day.
little shanty trying to get warm. Again, thanks Shane and Amanda for bringing that. That made it much more tolerable. But I know that runners have all these embarrassing stories, and I think it's important to let everybody know, like, hey, at the end of the day, we're all human, and there's been plenty of times where I've had bad races, I've had bad experiences, I've done stupid stuff, so it's okay to just be yourself, I guess, and that's what I want to bring to this podcast if it evolves, is that we're all people, we all do stupid things, silly things, whatever you want to call them. Don't be ashamed of them, own them up. So if you end up pooping yourself or peeing in somebody's yard and getting caught by a ring camera or whatever you do, whatever. It's part of being a runner, walker. So let's jump over to some shoes real quick. I don't want to make these super long, so I just want to touch base on a couple of things. Awesome brand. One of my favorites, Diadora. They are releasing some really cool products right now. And I think that they have a lot of their bases covered. A couple of years ago, Saucony did a series of shoes called the Endorphins. Well, Diadora just out Saucony, okay, if that makes sense. I don't have them all in front of me, so I'm just going to touch on a couple of the good ones, starting with the Nucleo here. Great daily trainer, lightweight.
My favorite shoe probably so far that I ran in. I reach for that pretty much every easy longer run. I'm in the Nucleo.
Super durable outsole. It's lightweight. It is basically, if you're a Clifton user or a Hoka person, it is that Clifton. This is a Ghost on steroids, meaning you're going to just have a bunch of cushion, great arch support, and just kick ass in this shoe. This is something completely different. This has got the Blue Shield gel, so we're going to skip over this because this is old technology that they just keep improving. It's a great shoe, but not important for right now, which brings us to the main focus, the Gara Carbon. All of my Nike fan club, throw those Nikes away. This is the future. This is where it is. If you don't believe that, come into a complete runner, try this on. This is going to have a ton of response, a ton of cushion, and I guarantee you run one marathon in here and you won't buy another pair of Nikes. So you heard it here first on the rundown, but this is the future. So come check it out. You know where I'm at. I'm here Monday through Friday. And if you can't find me there, you'll probably find me in the streets of Lapeer, Flint, Grand Blanc, Greater Genesee County, running with some really awesome friends. So we hope to do more of these. I want to thank Jake for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thought it was cool. And if you guys have great ideas and want to join, come on out, reach out. We'll get you on here. Until next time, see ya.